Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Spectre here, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today in this video, we're gonna just be really talking about, will Sumeru make or break Genshin, or will Genshin just be in the exact same spot that it was right now? Dry, no content. Honestly, I don't know how hard it's gonna be to just sit down, play Genshin, and talk because I'm ADHD as fuck. So if I get off topic a couple times, sorry. I don't have control over that. My attention span is fucking terrible. I have the attention span of like a 3-year-old dude. It's not even funny. Yeah, let's just start with the topic of will Sumeru make or break Genshin. Honestly, I don't think it's gonna break it. I kind of just used that for the title of the video, so it rhymed a little bit. But no, I don't really think Sumeru is gonna change anything in terms of content. We're going to have like 3 days max of exploring Sumeru. And then everybody who grinds the game are gonna be done with the puzzles and stuff. Just to show you that I don't care about exploration. Most of my shit is barely 100%. Like, none of it is 100%. I don't care about puzzles. I don't care about like little chests or anything. I play the game for the story, for the characters, and for the PvE aspect. So will Sumeru really change anything for me? No, probably not, but I probably will do a little more exploration in Sumeru because I think it's the best looking nation out of any of the other nations. I mean, don't get me wrong, Inazuma looked cool, and I loved Inazuma's Japanese, like traditional Japanese vibe, but I think Sumeru, just in terms of its ambience or ambiance, whatever you want to call it, and like just the initial like vibe of being in like a rainforest and like just the unknown, I think Sumeru is definitely gonna be better. So I'll probably explore it a little more. Also, I've heard about a bunch of quality of life changes for when Sumeru comes out. I hope those are actually true, and I hope Mihayo just doesn't throw them in the bin. Trash. Okay, where are these monsters? I just clicked on the... Or can they spawn? Like, hell, they took a while to spawn. But yeah. The quality of light changes will be very nice. At least I hope they will. Who knows if the quality of light changes will actually change the game a lot. They might not, but they probably will. Another thing is the artifacts. Like, with Dendro goblets being added, it's just gonna make the artifact pool much more harder to pull a specific elemental goblet than it already is. I mean, I've been farming Shiminawa for what, a month now? Yeah, I've been farming Shiminawa for a month, and I haven't gotten a single pyro goblet. So I honestly don't know how bad it's gonna be when Dendro goblets come to the game. And then the artifact pool is going to be mixed up even more, and it's going to be harder to get more specific elemental goblet pieces. So that's just going to be really annoying. I mean, really, there's not much to do about that elemental goblet situation, besides just like making 2 goblets in the game, making an elemental goblet that will just turn into and then you put it on a character, and like the element that the character has, that the goblet will automatically turn into. Like, it says elemental goblet when you get it. So let's just say you put it on Raiden, it'll turn into an electro goblet and buff, electro. Or you put it on Bennett and it'll buff pyro, and then make like a physical damage goblet. Because like having defense, attack, HP on a goblet, I mean, for some characters it works, like Yoon Jin, but there's just too many elemental goblets to get a specific one. Dendro being added to the game, and hell, let's talk like 3 years in the future when Conria is gonna be added, and supposedly Danes is gonna have like a new element. What, are they gonna add a new elemental goblet for that as well? Like, nobody knows like the future of the game, how many other elements are gonna be adding. Because it's already confirmed that there's one other element besides Dendro. And that's Danesley's element, or it's not even, it might not even be an element. I think he's like, he just has like Conria technology that allows him to use powers. But they might make a goblet for that, who knows? Also, another thing I'm worried about is lack of characters. Hoyo brings out all these amazing characters, but they half the time they're not even included in the story. Like, what was the last time we saw Eula? What, like 8-9 months ago in the Albedo event? And we saw Jin Yan like 6 months ago in the Tartaglia Domain event, and now she's and then I think she was in another event after that, and now she's in another event now. Like, you have so many great lore, like just characters who have so much depth to them, and they don't do anything with them. And with the addition of Sumeru and adding new characters, what's gonna happen? Are the characters just gonna be like left in the dust again? Honestly, the only character that might appear in Sumeru from Mondstadt is Amber because of her friendship with Kale in the manga. But who knows if Hoyo's gonna even be going with like a manga adaptation of their friendship. There's literally nothing to confirm that Amber and Kale even know each other in this universe. So I don't know, dude. Another thing I hope they don't do is add another useless mechanic like fishing. Yes, I did just think of this while I was walking by the fishing dude. I did the fishing quest for the Primo Gems and I never fished again. Like, I literally do not care about fishing. It is the most boring thing in this game. I don't want to sit down and fish. This isn't Animal Crossing. This is a PvE game where you have to build characters, fight enemies. This isn't a game where I want to fish. And it's not like it gives you anything other. It's not like it gives you anything like. Anyways, you can get cash, but you have to collect like 300 fucking puffer fish, and nobody wants to go around and do that for hours. And if you're a whale like me, like, you don't need cash. I have enough weapons already. Like, I don't care for it. But yeah, I just hope they don't add a useless mechanic like fishing, because, you know, it's not going to change anything in the game. It's just going to be another thing that takes up storage, and I don't use. Or I don't think many people fish anyways. Like, who the hell actually gets on this game and says, I'm going to go fishing? Nobody does that. Go play Animal Crossing if you want to do that. Sumeru enemies might have a power spike, of course, because I'm going into a new region. Like, the power spike from Liyue to Inazuma was decently big, but it's just I hope MiHoYo puts the new enemies in a way where they're not fucking annoying. Like Abyss Lectors, yeah, those were supposed to be a power spike. No, they're just tanky, and you have to use a specific element to kill them, which isn't that hard. Are they annoying? Yes. Are they hard? No. You can dodge literally all their moves, maybe besides the Pyro one, because you need to be close to him to attack, and a lot of his moves are close range. But like, majority of the Abyss Lectors are not hard to kill. They're very simple. They're time wasters. And of course, all the leaks floating around Twitter or these new bosses and stuff. I want an actual boss. I want a boss with hard to learn mechanics, with attack patterns that don't repeat themselves every fight. I want randomized attack patterns. I want new attacks that pop up every time you fight them. I don't want another copy of a cube, or I don't want another fucking flower. I want actual bosses. Like, those aren't bosses. Majority of people can, or not majority, like, what is there, like 2 flowers in the game? There's like the Pyro and Cryo one, I think. I don't even know. Everybody can one-tap those. And supposedly there's gonna be an Electro Reg, it's fine. And I don't think anybody also cares about that. Like, you'll just be able to one-tap it, it's gonna be weak to Cryo. So yeah, I want an actual hard-to-learn boss. And I don't think that's very hard to ask for, because clearly MiHoYo knows Hoyo knows how to design bosses and knows how to make them. But just make them harder. Don't make them annoying like the Abyss Lectors. Make bosses that are actually hard. And make it so Zhongli is fucking useless in those boss fights. I know this might be a personal opinion because, well, Zhongli is just insanely tanky. But just make him fucking useless so you actually have to learn to dodge the attacks. And it's fun, and you actually die multiple times to learn and kill a boss. Because clearly that's what MiHoYo wants. They want to make harder enemies, but it's like they don't know how to do it. Like I said, a prime example would be the Abyss Lectors. They said that was a big power spike, and no, it's just annoying to go against. It's just a big time waster. They're as simple as killing a Hilichurls. Just, they take longer. If you go to an Abyss Lector and you go to a Hilichurl, The only things that are different is that Abyss Lectors have a shield, which only a specific element can break quickly, and that they have different attack patterns to Hilly Trails. That's literally it. They are not harder in any means. They just take more time to kill. So yeah, I just hope they add some decent bosses or even enemies that are hard to kill. Yeah, in conclusion for this video, I don't know if there's much more to talk about. There might be, and if I left some stuff out, put it down in the comments. I'd love to do a part 2 of this video, so if I left anything out, just let me know. And I will be streaming UI pools tomorrow, probably on YouTube, not on Twitch. I don't know. Twitch is just kind of an L platform, to be honest. So yeah, hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow when UI's banner releases. And yeah, peace.